Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Mike and I'm a PA student at UCLan. And today I wanted to make a video which is a classic on every PA channel, and it's gonna be what is a PA. So the reason I wanted to make this video for three main reasons. The first one is because maybe a stranger, or by stranger I mean someone ignorant of the PA program, might decide to might stumble upon this channel if you guys share the videos, and then might start wondering what is a PA, because obviously they might not have an idea. And also because I also want to help aspiring PA students during the interview, because it is a question that you're definitely gonna get. And also I want to address an issue PAs go through, which is the fact that no one at all knows what a PA is. So we get asked that question all the time, not just by patients, also by other healthcare professionals. And also we have this issue where we compare to doctors. Like, people see PAs as doctors who don't want to study for long, or who want to have a less intense program, just as like doctor rejects, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to just make this video and just address these issues. So without wasting time, let's just dive into it. So what is a PA? I just want to go on type on Google what is a PA and see the definition PA gives you. So I have my iPad here, and I will just read from here. So if I'm looking down, I'm just reading from my iPad. If you just go on Google and type what is a PA, it gives you this definition: a physician assistant in the US or Canada, or physician associate in the UK, is a healthcare practitioner who practices medicine in collaboration with physicians. PAs may practice autonomously and independent of physicians depending on the legislation in the state or province the PA practices. So basically this is like the definition it gives you on Google. So if you, I don't know, a stranger, or you don't know what the PA is, this is what we are. We're basically an extension of consultants. And what do we do? Like, why do we even exist? So we elevate the pressure from doctors. Like we take away some pressure from the doctors, and we provide continuity of care. And all of this, like all this whole rumbling about what the PA is, the end goal is just to make sure that we give the best care to our patients. So by taking away the pressure from the doctors, we can just provide a better care for our patients. So that is the whole reason why we exist. Now, if you're a PA student and you have an interview coming up, and you prepare for your interview, you don't want to use this definition. Like, you don't want to use a Google definition, because obviously an interviewer is going to see that this is just made up. Anyone can just go on Google, get a definition, memorize it, and just spit it out in the interview. They don't want that. So you need to come up with your own personal definition of what a PA is. How do you do that? You're in the right place because you're doing research, because that's what you need to do. You're watching videos, you're reading about PAs, you're even reading the Google definitions about PAs. But what you need to do is you need to digest it and understand it, and come up with your personal definition of what a PA is. In your interview, when you ask the question, there are other things you need to incorporate in your answer. So obviously you need to say what a PA is, but then you need to also talk about why we exist, like why were we created, which I've mentioned earlier in this video. And then also you need to also talk about what a PA can do, so what we do. So we make diagnoses, that kind of stuff. Just mention that, and then mention our limitations. So your definitions, when you answer this question, you want to incorporate all that. So you say what a PA is, you say what we can do, you say our limitations, and you say why we exist. Like, how did we come to existence? Why do we need PAs? And if you have that, you have it personal, and you go there, you show that you understand what a PA is, you'll be fine. So just do your research as you do it, and just digest it, understand it properly, come up with your personal decision of what a PA is, and give it to them. And your answer is going to stand out because it's personal, and no one else can come up with that answer. So yeah, that's my advice for you guys. Now moving on to address the issue we have as PAs, the fact that we get compared a lot to doctors, and also we get asked these questions all the time. I just want to give you guys a tip which was given to me by a PA on just how to tackle this problem and what to do. So On placement, when I went on placement myself, I went to different services within the NHS, and I met obviously other healthcare professionals. Most of them, I would say like 95%, they didn't know what a PA was. Like they were asking me what is a PA, and you'd expect, like, if you get this question from a patient, it makes sense because it's just a new career. But even other health professionals, even doctors, some of them don't even know what a PA is. So if you working, if like you practicing or you go on placement, in a day you could get asked this question 20 times. So what do you need to do? You need to come up with like a pre-made answer, because instead of getting frustrated of like being asked this question all the time, you just need to come with a pre-made answer that you can give every time. So every time you're just walking around, someone just turns around, where's a PA? You could just throw them this answer. But then when you coming up with this answer, it needs to have certain characteristic, in my opinion. So when coming up with your pre-made answer, you need to keep this thing in mind. Firstly, you want to make it clear and simple, because obviously most of the time you're talking to patients, so you have to explain to patients what you want, what you do. You don't want to make it too complex, because then they can't follow you through, they can't follow your thoughts. So you just want to make your answer clear, simple, in a way that you could explain it to even a 5-year-old. Then that would be nice. The next thing you want to keep in mind is you don't want to make it too long, because if someone asks you what is a PA and they're just going on and on for a whole 20-30 minutes trying to explain what a PA is, they don't care. They don't really care. Like at some point they're just gonna stop listening to you. The attention of people is not that long, so don't keep it too long. And also your main point, put it at the beginning and at the end, because those are the parts people tend to pay attention to. So when you start talking, they're really paying attention. Then towards the middle, they just stop paying attention. But then people normally remember the beginning and the end. So your main points, keep them there. And also, I feel like this is the most important one. Try, in your pre-made answer, try as much not to compare yourself to other professions. Because here's the thing, that's the issue we have. Like, patients already do that. Like if you say you're a PA, so the first thing they ask is, so are you a doctor? Are you a nurse? Because obviously that's what they're familiar with. So they just tend to associate us with like doctors and nurses because that's all they know. And if they do that, it's easy for them to then think, okay, if you're like a doctor, why are you not a doctor? So that's the reason why they see us as like just below doctors, almost like people who are lazy to study medicine, so they decide just to become PAs, if that makes sense. Which we know that's not what we are. We know like this is just a career and this is just a role on its own. So in your definition, in your answer, try as much not to compare, not to be like, okay, we like doctors or we like nurses. Because if you also start a definition with like, okay, so PAs we like doctors or we like nurses, that's the only thing people will hear. So once you say we like doctors, okay, that's what they heard, that's it. Everything you're saying after that doesn't make no sense to them, they don't care. So when someone asks them what is a PA, they're gonna say, okay, they like doctors, that's it. And we don't want that. So you need to explain to them what we are, what we do, why we exist, but try as much to explain it on its own without comparing it to other professions, because that's not what we want. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys found this video useful. I hope if you're a stranger here, or if you don't know what a PA is now, you know what we are. And also, if you're a student preparing for your interview, good luck with your interview. If you ask this question in an interview, make sure you don't like, okay, you need to prepare your answer, but at the same time, don't just like recite an answer for them, because then you just look unnatural and like you don't even know what we are. You just read it from a book and then you're giving it back to them. So pay attention to that. And if you're PA out there and you're getting, I don't know, maybe shamed or frustrated because of the amount of time people are asking you what a PA is, just hang in there. Hang in there, and it's gonna take time for this program, for this career to become more popular. And before it gets to that point, it's gonna happen. Everyone is gonna ask you what you are, what you do, why you exist. So just be prepared to let them know. And then at the end of the day, in the long run, give it time, we'll get more popular and we wouldn't have to introduce ourselves anymore. So just hang in there and keep doing what you're doing, and good luck. And that's it for me. Please subscribe to the channel, it just helps me a lot. It keeps me motivated, and like the video as well. And if there's anything you guys think, want to ask me, just leave a comment below. I'll make sure I get back to you. And yeah, have a good time. Bye.